Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to fix a broken natural nail with an acrylic patch. My client wears the Axiom gel polish on her nails. I've gone ahead and wrapped it with acetone, cotton, and foil. It's been soaking for a few minutes. I'm going to take my cuticle pusher and I'm going to lightly scrape off all of the remaining material from her nail plate. Be very careful not to press too hard onto the nail plate, as you don't want the sharp end of your scraping tool to peel off any layers of her nail. So I've saved the edge where the break is for the very last. I want to be very careful not to press too hard on the nail. I don't want the nail to tear any more than it already has. So I'm going to go very slowly, very carefully, and I'm holding my finger underneath the nail to brace it so it doesn't bend or move. I'm going to slow it down so you can see it really well. This is a really deep crack and you can see that it's right down into the meat of her nail bed. So we want to get this repaired so it doesn't go straight across and tear into her nail bed. I think a common mistake that nail technicians make is using too much pressure when they use their nail file, and it takes off too much of the layer of the nail. So I really wish I could show pressure in my videos, so I'm going to do my best to explain to you with words. Literally, you want to sit the nail file on the nail plate and just drag it across to pull off and to blend in any more material that's left on the nail plate and the shine of the nail. I'm literally using no pressure. I just want the nail file to do the work. You don't want to thin the nail out at all. So now that I've got it off and cleaned off with the brush, I'm going to put one tiny little drop of primer on the nail plate, and I'm going to pick up a bead of acrylic, just a medium size, and I'm going to flip the brush over so you can see it's just on the tip of my brush, and I use a size 6. It's a small brush. I'm going to sit it on the nail plate. I usually count to 3 or 4. Let it get a little bit firm before I try to move it, because it will settle a bit, and then literally you just tap it. Tap and pull so slightly. It just goes right into place. You do not want to use any pressure on the brush. And I want it to blend right into her nail so you can't see it underneath the polish. So then I'm going to use, they say, the belly of the brush. It's, it's just up about, it's like 1/3 of the way up from the tip. Press it down. And I'm going to just keep tapping it ever so slightly until it's all nice and even. The key to having really great acrylic application is patience, blending, and then you'll have little to no filing when you're finished. So watch the bristles of my brush as I press down into the nail plate. You can tell that I am using more pressure here because it's bending. I'm really pressing and pulling. I want it to appear as though it's the nail. I don't want anybody to be able to tell that there's something artificial sitting on top of it. It's time to file the acrylic patch. I'm going to go ahead and shorten it a little bit. It's adhered to the right side of the skin a tiny little bit. I'm going to pull it away with my fingernail. You can see that teeny tiny little barb. I'll lightly file that off. Carefully shape it so it looks like the other natural nails. And then I'm going to go across being careful not to run the file across the natural nail on the left side of the patch. Now I'm going to switch to my buffer, and I'm only applying the pressure right along the edge where the acrylic meets the natural nail. I'm always feeling with my left thumb because you can tell if it's smooth or not. Sometimes you can see with your fingers better than you can see with your eyes. And I can feel that it's nice and smooth. I like to use my files and buffers too to get off any little pieces of dead skin that are on the sides of the nails. And if it's too difficult, then use your nippers to clip it away. And then when you're happy with it, you're going to feel it again, make sure it's nice and smooth. That'll look natural once you have the gel polish back on top, and we're happy with that. And that is how you repair a nail with an acrylic patch.